We got a loopy loopy there. Sorry about that, kids. What is going on? Welcome to an abbreviated version of Off the Edge Lite. I say abbreviated because I think Big Red's going live at 10 from Blade Show. Um, what is up, Marco, channel member? Good to see you, brother. Scott Brew 72, channel member. Good to see you, man. Arkansas EDC, good to see you, and happy Saturday night. Paul Mills, channel member, and my brother from another mother. Good to see you, buddy. We have got, I'm going the wrong way, Knife Nut 69, also a channel member. Howdy, brother. Happy Saturday night. And Grizzly Bear Leather Crafting. How are you, buddy? Blade Show was a flying chaotic trip, wasn't it? I mean, I got there this morning at 9 and ran around like crazy for about, I don't know, 4.5, 5 hours. And we just got back. So yeah, it was a first time I've gone and come back in the same day. Puts a little more on your legs, but what are you going to do, right? It was awesome. What is up, Michael Up Church? Channel member, welcome, brother. Good to see all you guys. Chris229, channel member, good to see you, man. Angelo's in the house. We have got a crew in here, and that is awesome. Demonoc, what is up, buddy? Welcome, welcome. I saw several cool people today that I hadn't seen in a while. Acid Test Kids, what is up, my man? I saw Fatu and his brother, met his brother, bumped into Dopey, saw Shane, saw Bama Knife Guy and Jared, Neves Knives, got to handle Jared's knife. Wow. That is a laser beam knife. I got 69. What is up, brother? Dude, it was it was kind of crazy. And I'll tell y'all, this year, Homer Felitas, what is up, brother? Welcome. Happy Saturday night. We had, I feel like, a lower crowd volume. You know how everything's kind of, Jonathan, what is up, buddy? Good to see you, man. My local knife buddy Jonathan is in the house. But yeah, it was it seemed like the attendance was a little bit lower. And the thing that I noticed is getting there on Saturday, the Hinderer booth, there were plenty of knives. You know, there were a lot of knives being sold. Don't get me wrong. But I think it was just, I really think it's the economy. I mean, I could be wrong, but it just seemed like a lower turnout. But bumped into Justin, OCD for EDC, said Stevie. So many people I missed. I didn't see G-Ball. I did not see Big Red, even though I saw his I did see Dark Gravity. What is up, Dark Gravity? Dark Gravity rode over there, drove me over there today, and we hung out. And he wore the right shoes. He wore his work boots, and he had a little bit more support on his legs. I was dying. I was realizing I need to get back to skating at least 10 miles a week to get my legs in shape. But yeah, it was really cool. A lot of cool stuff. I think Dark Gravity said it best. And I'm trying to think, Dark Gravity, how'd you say it? You didn't say it was sensory overload, but you had a good word for it. Or a good phrase for it. It's overwhelming, guys. Yeah, people's wallets aren't as thick, and I didn't get anything. I didn't even go over there with the intention of getting anything. I was just going over there to see people and see things, talk to some of my manufacturing buddies, and just see what's coming out. You know, there were some really, really cool things from Winter Blade Co. There'll be some great videos coming out, not from me. I didn't film there. I was just visiting, right? But there were a lot of people. Jared was taking a lot of content, and I saw JD for EDC. I couldn't say hey to him because he was in the middle of filming the ProTech booth. What is up, Ed? Good to see you, man. Snowtrog, what is happening, my friend? But yeah, it was it was a cool show. There were a lot of trying to think what I saw that was totally different. Pyrotech was there. I don't think they were last year. You know, Crazy Kim from Kaiser. I never found Kaiser's booth. I was looking for it. The layout was pretty similar, but some stuff was different. But it was just a hey, Dark Gravity, throw your phrase up there about how you analyze the experience in Blade Show in your sentence. And I can't remember the sentence because you know me, I have no memory. But I think it's just like if you're not there with a specific intention of grabbing a particular knife, ouchie EDC, welcome. Happy Saturday night, buddy. But yeah, if you don't have a specific thing that you're checking on, oh, Jonathan, that Protect Strider, all that new stuff is insane. Some of the stuff that they bring to Blade Show. I mean, it is just nuts. Josh Branson, what is up? Analysis paralysis. That is what it is like. You get there over analysis paralysis. So if you don't have a knife or a group of knives that you're specifically trying to go get, you walk in there, either hall, and it's just like knives everywhere, right? Um, I don't want to use the kid in the candy store analogy. Um, but yeah, depending on where you are in your collecting or your journey or your whether you just are thinking about getting your first knife or you're getting your thousandth knife, it is over the top. I mean, because where do you get an opportunity to check out everything that's going to be coming out? Almost everything that's going to be coming out next year. I think that is I think that in its own is worth the weight of admission. Dark Gravity, you're not a moderator, and neither is Jonathan. I'll change that so y'all can share links. And if Shane comes in here, you can get yourself out of timeout jail. Kathleen, you know, I'm the last 2 years I've gone for the whole weekend, and I am kind of sad. I'm grateful that I went, and I'm grateful that Doc Gravity and his son went with us, and that was awesome. It would have been nice because the Kaiser dinner was tonight, and then I love, even though I don't drink, I love going to the pit because that's where you see everybody kind of engaging in shenanigans. You'll see Tim Reeves, you'll see, I mean, Joseph Vero, you'll see everybody down there sitting, drinking, talking about the show. The pit's a really nice place. It's a nice hotel bar, I guess you would say, and they call it a pit because it's just sunken. But what I didn't like about being there for just one day was not being able to see all the knives I wanted to see, but just knowing that there are a lot of people that I didn't get to talk to, say hey to, or spend a longer visit with. I would have really loved to have spent more time with Satu and met his brother, got to know him a little bit better. I would have loved to seen Jody. I would have loved to see. I didn't see Sharif. There were so many people I didn't see. I mean, it's easier to count the people I did see and talk to, which was nice, but it's just, in one day, there's too much to try to accomplish, whether that's meeting with people, whether that's talking to makers, whether that's just looking at what's going to be coming out, because at the end of the day, I'm just a consumer. I love knives and, I'm just out there like any of you guys would be, just kind of overwhelmed by it. Um, but it was nice. I would like to, even though I was exhausted, we were all ready to get out of there because we left. I was live till close to 12 last night, and we pulled out of here about 4:45 because we lost an hour going over there. We made it, right at about open, and visited with Lefty and Colin and KC, and his son was there. And then I met for the first time Rob's Nerdy Knives and his wife. That was really cool. I like Rob. Um, got to hang out with Tony Boombots, met him, and we walked around for a little while. That was really cool. Um, yeah, it was just it was a different show. What I think threw me the most, and again, it was just my observation, was how many hinders, and Dark Gravity hit it right. The rare ones, or the ones that you don't see every day weren't there, but they had a knife for every spot under the glass, right? They had Skinners, they had Warncliffes, they had slicers. What is up, Josh? So it was awesome, dude. It was yeah, Dark Gravity wore the right shoes. He had his work boots on, and he could have stayed and kept going. We wimped out. Did you get the spot? Were you? Ah, sweet, dude. You know, Arkansas EDC, the funny thing about my past Blade Show experiences and my Nashville experiences is for some reason I seem to find deals that I think are too good before I go to Blade Show. They absolutely do. Now, I want to go to the ASR skateboard trade show. That's where I want to be next. I've got that's another one of my short-term addictions that's actually lasted 47 years. I I'm a huge skateboard fanatic, longboard fanatic now. Yeah, thank you, brother. Welcome to being a channel member. Help with gadgets. Good evening, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, I figured I wanted to show you guys on Instagram some stuff I picked up. Ooh. Grizzly, are you still there? Grizzly Bear Leather Crafting? Or no, you left today, right? Angry Tom, what is up? Yeah, you know, and the thing is, it's there's some really cool stuff that's not expensive coming out. I looked at that new Civivi Brian Brown model. Let me show you that, guys. Let me pull it up. The little Jaeger pocket stuff. What is happening? Brian Brown Civivi. Boom. Let me see if this pulls it up. Yeah. Let me share this with you guys. Go away. I hate chatbots. So this Exxon or X1 is a Brian Brown design. Let's see if we can get to it. And guys, it is basically a $70 Jaeger. It's got a super deep hollow grind. Let me see if I can get you that picture of the look at that. It's got action. I mean, the Jaeger is one of my faves. This is the Jaeger M. The Jaeger M V3 frame lock's getting ready to come out. But this knife, let's see if I can. If you look at the shape of the blade, even with the fuller, because you can flick the fuller, it's a great representation of this knife. And it handles like a dream, and it's a $70 knife. So I saw some awesome artisan cutleries, saw some killer, killer CJRBs. I think there is a lot of stuff coming out in all price points. And what I didn't see, but maybe because I wasn't looking for it, is I didn't see any crazy. Well, I say that I did see some crazy high price stuff. Um, but I saw Bearded Doom's knife. I didn't see Bearded Doom, but I saw his knife, which is flicking awesome. If you guys like big knives, that what's it called? Katuso. Let me see how if I can find their website. Tuso knives. I think that's what it is. But it's his design. They OEM'd it as a partnership, right? So let's see if it's in here. And guys, this is a cool company. They've got some mega cool stuff. If you like different stuff, I mean, steampunk lighters, weird slingshot knives. This is also a slingshot. You can pull these back, put a strap on it. I mean, nuts. Let's go shop. I think they're K2 knives. If not, I'll show it to you on IG. All right, let's do that. Stop sharing. Go back to Instagram. Refresh. Go beard. So Kevin's knife is different. You know, I love, and another booth that I really thought was too cool was Winter Blade Co. So that is, let me move this. Whoops. Whoops. Why is it not letting me do what I want to do? That's what I want to do. So the action on the knife is next level. The build on the knife is incredible. The fuller is very flickable. It looks like nothing you've ever seen, but it is amazingly comfortable in hand. Whoops, why do I keep doing that? It has got fantastic ergos. It has got an amazing grind, very even grind, and it looks very symmetrical. So when you hold the knife, A, it feels great in your hand, but it looks symmetrical. Super, super cool. Um, but I didn't get to see Doom, which really sucks. He was at their booth, but I didn't get to see him. There's Lord Needham's, Oz Roosevelt, which Oz does not go to Blade Show anymore. Did they have a couple of knives stolen, Kathleen? I did not hear that, but I was talking to I guess Miss Winter Blades, and they have a new out the front automatic that is to die for. It is so cool. Scotch and things. What is up, brother? But they had some super cool knives. And just the the different the uniqueness of what they do. Let me find them here. See if they posted anything up. I got to meet Tim and Suzanne. Oh, that sucks because the prototypes they had were sick. But they had, they had a 10-foot table and they had like 4 people behind the table. So it happens every year. It sucks. I mean, that you've got people that take advantage of stuff like that. Scotch and things. What's up, brother? Hey man, are you at home? Are you chilling? I'm only going to stick around for probably an hour, so we can hang with Big Red from Blade Show. But you are welcome to come, buddy. You just let me know, and I will shoot you a link. So he is not showing any pictures yet from the booth, but what I looked at Brian Winter's booth, that is the out the front that's got a different way of actuating. And then this is another one of his magnetic folders. And guys, they're so smooth. We don't need the music. They're so smooth, and that thin blade has got just a ting that is undeniable. And what I love about it is they're different, right? They're different than anything. That's an out the front or out the side double action. So you flick the button, it flies open. You pull the button back or the little lever, it flies shut. Very cool. Jim Miller, I hope you made it back. I got to hang out with Jim Miller for a little while. I know, Pretty Fly. It's because they're in Atlanta, and I think they were going to the Kaiser dinner. And when he gets back, that's actually 11 Eastern, I think. Kent, good to see you, man. Welcome, welcome. So I figured we would. I'm going to pull up YouTube over here just to see to make sure we all can go over there. When Big Red goes live. Because I'm sure he'll have some special guests. I don't know who, but I have a feeling he will have special guests. Um, and he's put up a lot of shorts too. But I looked for him, did not find him. What's 2200? Why can't I do military time? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Is that 12? Blah, blah, blah. 2200 hours. Upcoming. Let's see how long that is. 54 minutes. Yeah. So he's going to go live at 10. So we'll keep it short. And then you know, Joe Isabella, channel member, my brother from another mother. Good to see all you guys. 1931 Leatherworks. How are you, buddy? I saw Iggy. I think I told y'all Shane. Um, who else did I see? I'm trying to think I'm missing somebody. So Jim Miller, um, talked to Ed Harrison. We missed him. Tori Casey, channel member, welcome, brother. Happy Saturday night. Welcome to Off the Edge Light. Lefty was going to try to join, but he was going to go to the Kaiser dinner. They had a banner day yesterday. I'm so impressed with their new knife that I absolutely did not like at all. Yes, Spyderco went Rob 10 ring, and they had Jim Miller got a killer deal. They not only on Fridays, I don't know if they had them today, but they sell blims. Like last year, Shane got a Maximet PM2 that had a little black on the scale, on the gray scale, that he was going to switch out the scales anyway for $80. And Jim Miller, I'll let him tell his deal in chat, but he picked up I think was it a Swayback or a Spidey Chef? He picked up two really nice knives for a really good deal. So they do go, they're always in the corner. So when you go into the big hall, the big companies stay pretty much in the same place, right? So if you walk into the hall, the big hall, and then take a left, Spyderco is in the left corner. But yeah, I was going to try to show, let's see what some of the things. I didn't take any content. Here we go. I'm going to share this. We'll just kind of go down my timeline. So this is Tim Kell's booth, T. Kell Knives. I love them. And that's Suzanne Kell. They're over in Georgia. Make all their knives here. That's Tim, son, and Suzanne. I don't know who the other gentleman is. And that is our buddy Jack Billings from Shed Knives. And there is, I did not get to see Grumpy Grunt. See, they're all at the pit now. There's Joseph. He had his new fixed blade there, which is sick.
654 to give you a quick overview of the Vero Nova. The Vero Nova is dropping at this show. We have these available today.
That's not it. The one I wanted to show y'all is a fixie. Giant Mouse was there. This is a really cool knife. If y'all like small fixed blades, I'm not crazy about the hole in the blade, but it's a Jesper Voxnez design. I could not find Leon Ma's booth. I looked for Leon's booth because I wanted to see this new Eutectic. You know, his budget line is on fire. They are great knives, very well designed, and very economical. I don't know what that one's called. The Binary. So Noel Knives was there. Am I sharing with you guys, or am I just talking out the side of my mouth? Jeffrey Dawson, what is up? Mayor Salt, channel member, what's up? Roman in, howdy, man. Yeah, the Vero Nova is sick. And have you seen his new fixed blade? Josh, I got to see Stevie. I got to see Shane. I saw Iggy. I didn't see Panda. I didn't see Snuzz, which sucks. I really want to see Snuzz. I think all Joseph Vero's stuff is Titanium. Justin, what is up, buddy? Crispy Critter, channel member, welcome. Good to see you, man. You know, we went to the Strider booth and nothing there except fixed blades. He did not get a Strider. Dark Gravity was very well behaved. He took care of his little apple that fell not far from the tree. But yeah, there was some absolutely cool stuff there. And I know there's going to be some great content. Jared, there's that Civivi brown knife. And guys, I'm telling you, I don't buy a lot of budget knives anymore just because I don't carry them, but I will buy that, I'll review it, and I will give it away because I think it's that good of a knife. And I don't know which one. I guess the micarta is the one I'd go for. Sorry for all my cat content. That's creepy right there. They're on an exit ramp, guys. They got a chase car though. Check out that Wii. It's a SNEX. It's got the super lock, little drop point. I don't like the skeletonized handle because that's not my jam. But I love my Vision R. And that is a prototype from SNEX.
And I'll just see it. Yep. Have a good one, guys.
Let's see who else is there. Y'all, I mean, I think the best video that you guys should look for is, I'm thinking Jared's going to have a lot of content because every time I saw him, they were setting up in front of a booth. So it looked like he was going to be doing a lot of one-on-one stuff, interviews. Looked like he covered the whole show. But God, that dude hustles. He is a worker. Palmer Conley, welcome, young man. Palmer Conley was the winner last night of the giveaway and DKSF'd it to Brother Matisfaction. Somebody raised him right. Scotch, I'll send it to you right now, brother. Give me 2 seconds to pull it up. Copy. Check your Instagram. It is about to be on its way. And Scott, you'll be bummed out. I did not get to see Greg's booth. I saw the booth, but I didn't walk by. And I mean, it's so absolutely, he's going to have content, probably busy. Yeah, no doubt. Oh, he's got, dude, he had all of his gear. Well, he had his camera. I didn't get to see Kara. She was there. And I don't know if Ray went because I didn't see Ray, but it was Bama Knife Guy Lee and Jared with the tripod, his digital camera, and his mic. So he was hard at it. I mean, he was literally getting content for all you guys. And I don't know if y'all saw MC's video today. I did not see it yet, but I did see the thumbnail and I did watch his live last night and he reviewed the misdemeanor. So check this out. And I know that he was impressed with it because last night he was just doting on it. I wonder if Metal Complex will copyright strike me.
When you buy used and like new music gear on Reverb, you can save an hour.
I don't think he will.
For the newest items at some of the very best online retailers.
My interest in taking a look at my knife design, and I said, absolutely, for sure.
This knife is so
along
freaking
with
slicey.
A lot of the stuff that I do here, which is presenting new models to the community. So you guys
present it.
I don't know what he named this, and it's probably out there, and I just didn't find it. But there are a ton of interesting elements about this knife. Number one, this finish here, and by the way, the OEM is Riot. And when he told me what his target still, and definitely boasted really, really great edge retention, but
so it's K390. It's, I forget what he said behind the edge thickness is. It's super thin. It handles like a dream. I guess Metal Complex will tell us.
Probably speaks for itself. It is unbelievable in terms of slicing performance for sure. He's going to have a few different options available, including a couple different versions with DLC, actual DLC, which is very cool.
But he also had a surprise knife over at Wii. Yeah, he did, Justin, and it is freaking awesome. Yeah, the Riot, and I have a very strong feeling that that knife will be a resounding success, and he will be reordering those. It is so light. It's K390. The lock bar access is chef's kiss. Everything, I don't know how he designed this this pivot slot, but the pivot slot, the way it sits up, the way your hand naturally rests. Let me see if I can get a close picture of it. So when you're holding this knife, your finger wants to go right here. I mean, the top flipper is cash money. So if you don't like the middle finger flick or thumb flick, that top flipper's, I mean, it's got plenty of protrusion. It's jimped all the way around. But the ingenuity of that slot or that blade slot makes it just so flickable.
Traction without being too aggressive, right? You can see it goes underneath the pocket clip there. But in my experience, in and out of the pocket, yeah, pretty easy. In fact, I can actually push it in and out of the pocket of my athletic shorts with one hand, which is.
And the other thing about this knife is it's so thin. It's got that discernible ting. What's up, Space Ghost? Good to see you, buddy. Spencer, welcome, my man. We've got our friend joining us here.
What's up, man?
Buddy? Dude, I'm delirious. I did a flying trip to Atlanta.
I can imagine.
Sensory overload. I saw
you guys. I listened a little bit last night and went to bed because we got up early and worked. And I listened to your live on the way to work this morning.
A little like 2-minute live.
You're
last night. Yeah, I tried to go live on the way to Atlanta just to let people know I was going, but it was a bust. But dude, it was Strider. We went to his booth, not any folders. Now there were folders to be had by Strider there, but he had some fixies.
They sold out.
Quickly. Oh yeah, quickly.
And I am bummed I didn't go because now they released the double gunner grip custom. Well, they in SNG size.
Really?
They had never done it before in this newer double gunner grip. So now I'll probably pay out the ass on the secondary for that.
You would have, what was weird is I was saying earlier, Hinderer had everything except their battle truck. What's that called?
The battle pickup BPU.
Yeah, they didn't have those because Dark Gravity was kind of interested in that layout. But in terms of usually when you go to Hinderer booths on Saturday, you can buy pocket clips, you can buy hardware, you can buy scales, but most of the knives are sold. Tons of knives. And I think the attendance was down. It didn't seem as crowded. I mean, it was very hectic, but I think it's just, there were several smaller makers that were sold out. I think Devo pretty much sold out yesterday. But there were a lot of knives to be had for people who wanted to get knives. Strider, I don't know how many he had over there. Dimco,
I saw pictures, guys. They got pictures beforehand. They had quite a few, and they hold some back for Saturday.
Oh, but Dean, that's
I saw a picture, and it did look like Dean said it was a shit show. Like just the amount of people, and they didn't have enough people working the booth. I know the guy, I think the owner from Knife Joy, went over to help them sell for a while because they just were fucking swamped.
Really? So it was one of those, and guys, those are such stressful situations when they're understaffed and you're in line and people, it gets crazy. The only time I've done when the doors open, run in, and I didn't run, I just happened to be close to the front of the line, was in Nashville. And there's so many shenanigans that go on with these flippers, I guess, that are like very, very serious, push you out of the way to go, sit there and spend 20 grand with Dimco, and they're going to flip them right away. Yeah, that's surprise. No customs. Interesting. I'd made it look like watching their Instagram that they had a pretty big build up leading up to Blade Show, but you can never really tell, right?
Yeah, I saw they had some custom SNGs. I saw but few and far between. Like, and a lot of that stuff gets dealers go in and pick it up. You'll see Knife Joy will get some, E-Knives will have some.
And see, they
Monkey
can
Edge
get
will be
on. They
dropping
can get
some.
in on Thursday night.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to, but they do. I mean, it's a known fact that Thursday night after setup, you know, you can pretty much, because if you think about it from a booth renter or booth exhibitor's point of view, they don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, right? So if you've got people clamoring to buy your knives, and it's never going to be the sellout crowd. Crispy Critter, who you hating on? I got to get back to reading the chat. KC did well. KC's got some really, really cool knives that I was surprised with, because the last one I saw was the Jetstream. He's got a little, it's not called the Jetstream, but it's a mini Jetstream.
Yeah, Snot, they did those in, it was the Performance SMF. And they also did, Strider did drops on their website yesterday and today for people who couldn't get to the show. So
Who are you guys talking? Oh, yeah, Menopause Complex.
who's Crispy mad at?
I think they're talking about MC.
Or me. I'm not
No,
sure. Yeah, so someone says you're not a fan of Scotch.
I don't think that was a joke. I think that was a joke.
Well, Crispy, you can fuck off then.
Crispy's a rock star. Crispy's a good guy. But no, I think that was the conversation about us watching MC's video of Jared's knife. As he was doing his stuff. But I saw a lot of people filming who I'd never seen, right? So I don't know if it was from the knife magazines. Because I mean they were professional cameras. So there should be a lot of footage coming out, but I know KC did one yesterday. But again, even in person, it's overwhelming. I mean, you can walk up and down. I couldn't imagine trying to film anything that
How
wasn't.
many people do you think go that are in attendance?
Let me Google it, because I'm not good at guessing numbers. But
see, and I wouldn't want to wait in line. Like, I mean, I like to get those. If you want like a Strider custom or something, or like those guys fucking camp out. What do you do with your chairs and all the? I saw, like, the guy from Knife Joy said, like, he took home 4 chairs last year. Like, people leave their chairs and coolers outside, and
yeah, the estimates, and I don't know if this is this year's estimates. This is what they said you could expect, was about 11,000 blade enthusiasts.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of people.
And it's little known fact that Blade Show generates the highest attendance of any trade show held at Cobb Galleria Center.
Really? That's
insane. Yeah, and it's 2 halls. I think Dark Gravity expected it to be a little bit bigger, because you don't really
have a good time.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I mean,
did he pick up anything? I know you said he wanted a Strider, but
he picked up something really cool for his son. Very, very cool. Dean, I looked for so many people, and you know, I don't really know the faces, and unfortunately, I'm just an average size guy of about 5, 6, or 7. So if you're not squatting,
so I don't want to go see this stuff. But my God, all the fucking people! Like, it's just something. Maybe it's like just easier to pay the scalper price.
No, you would.
It would be cool. I mean, I saw a lot of. A guy I know went, and he's more into like the custom stuff, and just seeing these cool things that you don't see, finding these custom makers that are
right.
Bad. There's a maker I follow. I'm going to get one of his knives one of these days. Melvin Lazada. He's out of Florida. Makes some cool shit. But he was posting on his Facebook page like, hey, man, If anybody, I do online sales too. So it's like, you got to think it's hard for those custom makers that don't have the following. You go there and stuff isn't selling, and to where like Demco or Strider or whatever sells out.
You don't mind if I share this picture live, do you? Of young fella in his zombie slayer. I guess if you post it on Instagram, check that out.
See what every little boy needs.
Zombie tools.
That's what every kid needs. At that age, that's the knife I would have picked.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
I mean, how cool is that?
That's too cool for school. Look at that cool dude. Look at that majestic looking American dressed clothes dude.
Ed says, sorry, the jokes aren't landing tonight. I'll see myself out.
No, dude.
I think I'm just going to do a blade show in my backyard.
Everybody's got 100%. What do you call it? Yeah, dude. It's all good. I got to see Jim Miller, and he picked up some cool stuff. And what I love looking at are the fixed blades. Like Dustin Driver at Driver Defense had some really cool stuff. Let me pull his and I've got to go. I forgot to go by Knoll Knives because I need to pick up a lock bar insert. Check this out. Whoops. My detent ball. It's in a little bag. I was just opening it and the detent ball flew out.
Oh.
So I got to get another insert. And he's only got black ones. But why do I care if it's a black insert? I mean, I really don't.
Did you buy anything? I know you said you weren't going to, but that would be going into the world's largest knife show and not buying something would be difficult.
The first year I went kind of crazy. I like to shop at Nashville Knife Show. A, it's in November. B, it's not nearly as crowded. How far are you from Nashville?
Me?
Yeah. Is it like 10, 12 hours, something crazy, or more than that?
12 or 14 hours.
Oh, never mind.
We're going to be there at the end of the month, though, for vacation.
How about, so I'm trying to think, is Texas is kind of big. Because, I mean, I think the smaller shows, you would probably love Maker Syndicate.
I'm going to try and go. I think USN is in. I think this brand new knife I got is fucked up.
Hey, Space Ghost, I bumped into him. I was with them last year. I did not see any of Jared and brother Semper Fi bonding. I have never been to Blade Show West, Titanium Justin, but I've heard it's a little smaller, which is actually good. That's true. Texas is huge, but yeah,
I was going to go to Texas, but then then I didn't, because that's an easy 1-day drive for me.
Is that like 8 hours? 9
or 10? Yeah. I don't know.
You would love it not just to look at those makers that you don't see every day, but to be able to just handle their work. That's what's so cool is you get to see the sizes, you get to feel the tolerances. I'll tell you who we met that was really cool, and Dark Gravity can chime in if he remembers his name.
Justin, there's shit in the Midwest.
And you're in?
I'm in Nebraska.
Nebraska?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Here's shit. That's why I think isn't USN or there's another one. California Custom Knife Show, but I don't want to go to California. Is in November or October.
Steven, I passed Lee. Well, I shook his hand going, he was coming up the escalator. I was going down. Oh, you're talking about Lee, Bama Knife Guy, and Jared. I didn't get to see Bob DeMarco, but I did get to talk to Tim and Suzanne and their son. And Stevie, I saw Stevie, got to give him a big old hug. But
Look,
Show you what Dustin had. That was pretty
Jeffrey
cool.
Dawson. I do have corn, and that's what fuels my business. So I'm happy for that.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that's the main grain that they're storing, right?
Yep.
But other stuff too, I would guess.
USN is moving somewhere east. They aren't doing. They're not doing Vegas anymore. Demonoc. Wow.
I wonder why that is. I wonder if Vegas has just priced himself out of it.
I think we talked about this last week, though. Isn't Smoky Mountain Knife Works? Isn't that in Gatlinburg, Tennessee?
Yes, it's not Gatlinburg. It's right between.
Okay, so I think I don't know.
So if you go to Gatlinburg, it's an easy trip.
I don't even know. They're all driving out, and I'm going to fly out. And
Dark Gravity was Donnie Bless, the guy that Donnie we were talking to today, outside with with Dopey, who I met, and Dark Gravity and I met him because he asked Dark Gravity for a cigarette. Was Mel Pardew's grandson, dude.
Really?
He's a maker, man. He had a handmade knife, $1,800. It had a hand done. He made the Damascus blade that had sand mite, had like a Magna Cut core, little knife, proprietary hardware. He makes all of his Zircutai, makes all of his, amazing knife. It was really just absolutely amazing. And then it just turned out that as we were talking, he was talking about, he started working in the knife, industry when he was like 8, when he'd go visit his granddad. His granddad would say, I need you to cut these out and I don't need you to fuck them up. He goes, how am I supposed to do that, granddad? But that was pretty cool. Dwayne Letterman, channel member, welcome, brother. Yeah, we're doing an abbreviated version tonight, probably till 10, because I think everybody probably wants to check out Big Red, because I'm sure he's going to have.
Jason, is that close to Gat?
Okay, his last name was Carter. Sevierville, Tennessee.
Is that I don't know. I can.
I'll show it to you. It's
I think that's where we have an Airbnb. I'm not sure.
In Gatlinburg.
Yeah,
you're not
I think
far at all. Knife Works.
So I'll get to go to the world's largest knife store, so that'll be fun.
They were giving away hats. Let's see. Let's go to, and then I'll share it. Let me find. I hate their website. God, I hate pop-ups. Pop-ups should be illegal.
Yeah, we don't even have a knife store anymore. At least, we used to have a knife store where we could go touch stuff, but
that's one thing we are lucky to have. We've got a pretty cool, a really cool knife store. So where is, hold on, let me drop this
from Gatlinburg.
Yeah, I'm just drop this to Google Maps.
Holy shit. Tired.
Dude, I don't want to hear it. I did not get sleep last night. I knew if I was
that was your choice.
No, it really wasn't, because when I tried to go to sleep, I could tell it was going to be one of those things that drug till like 2:30, 3 o'clock. And at that point I had to be up at 4. It wasn't going to happen.
Did you sleep in the car?
No, on the way back, I fell asleep a couple times.
I don't know how you do
I feel bad for Dark Gravity. I'll sleep like a baby tonight. So if we zoom out, so Gatlinburg.
What was the coolest thing you saw? So how many hours were you at Blade Show then?
We were there for probably 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, probably 6, 7 hours.
6, and you got to see everything?
Yeah, everything. You're never going to get to see everything, but I thought that was supposed to give me directions.
What the fuck? Hold on.
To Gatlinburg. Tennessee. Boom. 33 minutes. It's 18 miles away.
What are you doing out there?
Who?
Talk to my kid on camera.
Oh,
Is someone coming over? All right.
I thought you were talking to me. I was like, dude, I'm showing you
Nope.
how far it is.
Yeah, this is a
We missed Ed Harrison. I thought he'd left and heard he'd left, and we tried to call him, and you can't hear your phone in there. Yeah, Dean, you can't really see everything, and it's not because you don't have the time to walk and look at everything. MPG, EDC, welcome, young lady. But you can't, my brain cannot focus on every single table because something will attract my attention, and then I'll get turned around and it is sensory overload to me. Now, it's not because it's crowded. I mean, the crowds, and I don't like crowds either, Scotch, but that's something that you've got plenty of room in the aisles. But like if you're trying to rush and get a Strider and you get in a chaotic line, that would suck, right? I mean, especially if it's not being run right. Because there's those people, there was a husband and wife, and it was not E-Knives. They were there in the same line, but they were very respectful. But there was a husband and wife who were absolutely nasty people.
in which line?
In Nashville at the Demco booth, because that's where we went first.
Oh, you talked about them.
Yo, dude, I've
accidentally.
never seen people that nasty. I mean, like a guy was coming up to look at the table because it was a single file line, and this steroid dude was like calling him out like he was trying to cut. He was like, dude, fuck off. I'm just
I don't know
standing.
what happened. Something must have happened in the Strider line too, because the guys were talking about it on Facebook today.
Oh, really? With people being nasty?
Just yeah. Yeah. So what I get I mean, you get that many fucking people together, and
Yeah, but we learned that
they're not all gonna be nice people.
No, but that's where I think you should be able to throw fists, right? Throw hands. Hey man, what is up? Welcome, channel member. You're not a freaking mod. What in the world? Hold on, buddy.
Like a boyfriend. I can only imagine.
Hey man, feel free to share links. Feel free if Shane comes in here, you can now get yourself out of jail.
Dean, I think were you there? Did you see it? I think that's what I'm talking about. I think they were talking about a guy with a blue shirt or something was wanting to buy something that wasn't for sale, or fuck, I don't know.
Hey, if it made the Facebook group, it was an incident of some
something
sort.
happened last year too, where a dude pushed a girl in line, fuck, and they fucking went off on the guy.
Hey guys, I'm gonna take this camera and show you who came back to visit.
A possum?
Yep, my possum's back. Hold on a sec.
John's going on a field trip.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I just saw the guys talking about, fuck, I don't know. Because I know there's they'll take knives to show, like the some special knives that have been sold already, just so people can see them. And then I guess the guy wanted to buy one. They're like, sorry, it's not for sale. And what were the questions, Palmer? Usually those questions to get in any Facebook group are like, what color is the sun? Is grass green? Do you have hair on your ball sack?
Well, that's jacked up. Oh, now my cat wants in. The cat was sitting on the chair. That's wild. The cat does not mess with the possum. Hold on 1 second. Entertain him for just a second, Scotch.
I'm pretty convinced that one of these days, no one will ever hear from you again, and your house will just have been taken over by fucking animals. It's oversized fucking mom. PT, now the JVA, SNG, SMF, XL.
That's funny. Chippy, my cat, was flipped out down in the yard and couldn't come up to the door till the possum went back down. So are you guys, is anybody going back tomorrow? I was in
Is
Atlanta.
Sunday
I just
even worth going
today.
to? Did you see Dave at all?
Yeah, I saw Dave and met his brother.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I know he was talking about he was going to be tied up with classes one of the days.
Yeah, he had a lot of the workshops he was attending.
Yeah.
I was telling Dark Gravity on the way over there, he's going to be a maker to watch.
Oh yeah.
I think he's going to be able to produce some amazing knives. I don't know if you saw. Whoops. That's my 8015 he reground.
Yeah, and didn't you get those scales your OG goat scales that finally came in?
Yeah, and they have bearing pockets, dude. They ship with skiffs and washers. So now my 8015 is on bearings, which is just sweet.
Dean, did you camp outside? That would suck.
Yeah, dude, he was like committed to getting there. He was.
What do you do with your chair?
I think they leave them out there.
Fucking leave it,
or you pack it and put it over your shoulder.
Fuck that, man. Can you take is the parking lot big enough to bring a camper?
I would think. Well, that you've got parking garages, so I would think if you could get, probably not a big camper, but you could definitely sleep in your car. But see, you got to get in line. If you don't get in line,
the dude from Knife Joy said he saw someone. He came out and someone was sleeping in the bed of his truck.
Oh yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Just like a fucking homeless encampment.
Yeah, that's true. That's just an investment. Pay 80 for a ticket or 60 for a weekend pass, whatever it is. Leave your Walmart chair outside. But yeah, I think what you've got to do is once you get in line, you've got to be like in line to go in the night before. 10 Thursday night, try to get a number. About 7:30 stop.
A number for what?
Try to get a number. I think what they do is they'll come out to the line, people that are there early, and they'll give you like a ticket, which is an opportunity to buy one of the knives. Am I wrong, Dean?
Strider?
Yeah, I think so. I think they'll come out. I know Coney knows that.
California Custom Knife Show too.
Pizza operator, howdy, brother. Welcome, channel member.
Just keep your eye out for the SNG for me. I'm gonna probably pay double.
I guess what I got to handle was the 207, not the 207, the PT. There was a deal, and I don't think it was Monkey. I wanted to say it looked like Monkey Edge because they had several Striders that had the just frag pattern.
That's Monkey Edge,
but they didn't have a sign in front of their table. They had, they had one little glass case with probably 20 Striders in it, and they had other knives, but I couldn't see anything that said Monkey's Edge.
I don't know.
But that sounds like it, right? If they've got like the absolutely parallel checkered frag scales that look like.
Because are there other resellers there too? Can people just go sell shit like used stuff?
River's Edge, yes. There's one booth if you're into traditionals that's called like Antique Knives and Jewelry Exchange, with just shit tons of old stiletto switchblades, crazy knives, But there are a lot of people, you walk by their table and they've got like a little glass flat case, and it's got everything from Shiros to Striders to, other fine knives. Now, Grismo was there.
Dude, Snot Rag, man, that fucking plain
Night's Edge, buddy.
It's like freaky to look at, man.
Oh,
it's cool, but it's like hard to like wrap your you look at it and you're like, what is that? It's just so weird looking without the milling in it.
Dark Gravity, was that Monkey's Edge where we saw those Striders? Do you know? Very expensive stuff. Hey, Paul Mills, are you still in here? I have not seen it yet, but I saw that you posted it, MPG. I'm definitely looking forward to it. But that little Strider, that PT is sweet, dude.
Oh, you finally got to handle one?
Mhm, and I'll tell you what else I got to handle is,
I'll sell you one.
in Kosi's. And I can't remember if Paul Mills is a large Nkosi or a small Nkosi. 'Cause
Oh,
I handled both, and they both fit my hand.
still got this one for sale.
Well, I'm not in the buying mode. Paul and I are doing some trading. We've been trading knives lately.
Yeah, it's not. It's hard. Like, I've been looking at pictures of them all day, and I'm just like, what?
Hang on to that, Paul. I've got a new affinity for it because it does fit my hand, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I'll find something that you like, or some things that you like. That's awesome. He spoke a little bit when you interviewed Nothing Fancy, right?
Kyle had a ton of them.
His name's Will. That's awesome. I did get by the Hinderer booth, and it was full of knives, absolutely full of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was talking to a buddy yesterday. I got one knife in 2 days ago. One's coming Monday. 3.
Was that a John Gray, or was that something different?
Who, me?
Mhm.
Oh no, that I've got another. Well, yeah, I've got another John Gray. 3 from one maker. 4.
Well, show them off. Are they in the mail?
No, they're in the mail. I got one in that one, so I had 6. I just got one the other day.
That is so cool that y'all are doing that, MPG. I think it's awesome. I'll look forward to watching that later.
What else did I'm trying to think what's coming?
Al Cooley, what is up, brother? So you've got that you've ordered enough that you're not exactly sure what's coming?
It was I didn't need to go to Blade Show, so I just had my own
Blade Show.
Exactly, Marisol. And I've got this new knife, and I don't know, the bearings they sound crackly.
What is that?
I can't show you yet. You haven't seen the video.
Oh, I don't hear the crackly.
It comes down and it's like the bearings. Like if you're coming down, if you close it, it's like and I'm reading the little
ratchet almost.
Yeah, and I'm reading is like, don't tighten the pivot too much because you can crack the bearings. And I think this dude fucking tightened this stupid fucking knife himself too much and cracked the bearings. I don't know.
Have you taken it apart, or does it have a proprietary tool?
I haven't. It comes with a tool, but I haven't taken it apart yet.
Because if that might not be as catastrophic as you think, even if they are cracked, depending on what size they are.
I don't know. Ceramic? I don't know. I don't know what size. It's a sweet knife, but it's definitely it catches all the way down. You can just feel the. We'll see. We'll see how it shakes out.
Well, I can get you. I'm sure Steve Skiff has bearings the right size, depending on what the pivot is. Probably 1/4 inch.
Probably. I have no idea. I'll have to show it to you after. Just fucking, and it's gotten worse. Like since I opened it, so I was going to take it apart and clean it, but I don't know why.
It could have debris in there, couldn't it?
It's fucking brand new.
True, Space Ghost. If it's $15 skiffs, will make it great. And dude, this is the greatest little tool ever invented for me, who doesn't know anything about knives. This is the skiff.
I mean, you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear a little bit of that grittiness, but couldn't that be stuff in it?
I don't.
Because it seems like if it had cracked bearings, the action wouldn't be that good.
Yeah, I'll take it apart and clean it and see.
But this is a skiff bearing cheat sheet. And you basically, when you take the bearings out, you put the pivot to find out what size your pivot is, and then you see where you can slide the bearing through. So if the bearing slides through here, you know it's 1/16 by 1/4 inch. And you order skiffs, or depending on the knife, it's probably on their compatibility chart.
I don't know. This guy says,
what's the initials of the maker?
Huh?
What's the initials of the maker? Or is that giving away too much?
It might give it away too much.
Okay.
H.
I'm gonna
I've wanted one for I almost bought one 3 years ago, and I talked to him, and
I'm
then I
going.
almost traded for one last year. And
Is it a pretty popular knife where a lot of people, enough people?
I think it's popular-ish.
Tell me if go higher or lower, and tell me if you see the name. It's alphabetical.
I'll just text it to you.
I'm in B's. Yeah, text it to me, and I'll tell you if it's or you can put it in the private chat, and I'll tell you if they've got bearings for it.
I don't know how to do that. Like, I've talked to this guy a couple times through just emails, and the knife is awesome. It's fucking amazing, and he's got a great YouTube. He has a YouTube channel that's not like a YouTube channel. It's just to show off his new knives, and I saw it on there. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm in. So,
Dude, that's awesome.
it's a sick fucking knife.
I'm
I was talking to the guy. I think Sharif has it now. It was a GTC custom that I had, and then I traded it to a buddy who wanted it, and I took a bath on it, and then he traded it to Dave. Dave traded it to Carco, and then I saw it on Sharif's Instagram page. Anyway, a guy wanted to trade me one of these knives for that. I was like, hell yeah. But then my buddy was like, I really want it. I'm like, fuck, okay. So I'm glad I finally got one. It's like a Shirogorov and a Grimsmo had a baby.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. It looks like they make their bearings, but I bet you they're a common size. I'm on Blade Forums right now. And they might, like you said, it could just be grit or something in there, right?
Like Grimsmos get dirty too. Like bearing knives, these like
Ed's got it nailed. It's trash, dude. Just send it to him. He'll dispose
right,
of it.
I will. Grimsmo's that way too. Grimsmo makes their own bearings, or not the bearings, but their own races. And dude, you get any kind of debris in there, and it just fucks their world up.
Well, another cool thing about Skiff is, and I've got some, I just don't know what I'm going to put them in. He makes thick washers.
Dude, I'm gonna get some. My buddy got some thick washers for his McNeese, and he says it's awesome.
That's what I ought to put them in.
They
I think
are
I'm going to sponsor those. And I've put bearings in my McNeese. This is a cool video right here.
I saw that. Pressing the bearings in the braces.
Those are. But so he started making those for his dad's knife.
Mm-hmm.
And then just started doing them for all, but they're such good bearings. And I didn't go by his booth either, damn it. But the thick washers, I think I've got some right here. Hold on. Yeah.
Exactly, Kyle. How come Javon doesn't have an affiliate link with Skiff?
I do.
Oh, never mind.
I do 10% off, Javon 10.
Sweet.
I don't know if it's not an affiliate link, it's just a discount code.
I'll remember that when I get my washers from my McNeese when I get it back.
It makes a difference. And I might have the right size. Let's see. Let me just make sure I'm not giving y'all bad information. I have not checked my link tree lately. And if you guys ever want to,
Microtech?
Not that you have to, but if you subscribe to, it's just, you just click the subscribe button to my link tree. It will notify you when I get new affiliate links. And I've asked for several others discount links today, but Skiffs are right here.
Like, I'm not a super big, huge OTF nut, but Microtech's got that new OTF that doesn't have any blade play. And then they said their new Ultratech Gen 3 or whatever it is doesn't have any blade play. So I was just wondering if anybody went by and saw those and saw what the prices were compared to the Hawks that are $1 billion with no blade play.
I saw a Hawk utility knife. Dude, that thing's sick looking. McNeese. It's 3/16 by 1/16. Let me see if I've got these that size. Yep. So I think these are the washers.
Was it the Combat Druidon Gen 3 no blade play? I think I thought they did a video on the Ultra Tech too that wasn't going to have any play. I just wonder if it raised the prices considerably or whatever. Or
Hey guys, I hate to do
I
this.
agree with you, Palmer. Like it's a cool looking knife. Like it's. I'd rather carry the only OTF I have right now is the Scarab, but I'd rather have
Happy
that.
birthday, Snow Trog, and congratulations.
The Hawk just looks. I don't like daggers on. I don't like dagger OTFs.
Hey guys, Big Red is getting ready to go live.
Did you see their watch that they released? Wah wah.
Let me see. He is live in 3 minutes. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to
Palmer,
end
go
the
check out
stream.
Hawk's watch. What a joke.
And everybody go over to Big Red. And what I might do, yeah, Rhodey, that's what I was going to say, is after Big Red, because he usually only goes live for an hour, I'll fire it back up because I'm going to be over there with you guys. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's go check out Big Red. And if you're going to be up for a while, Scotch?
Yeah, shoot me a link if you come on later again.
I definitely will. Guys, I will see you over at Big Red's. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you stopping by. I wasn't going to do a short stream tonight. I was going to do full length, but I did not realize that he was going live, and I don't want to step on his toes because I love his lives too. So guys, I will see y'all over there. Scotch, I will send you a link if I set one up later, depending on how long he goes. I should be awake. But
all right,
y'all have a great
night. I want you to listen to this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna end it.
All right,
guys, be good.